Hey everyone, this is Brandy, and today I'm going to go over the flexible dieting concepts that are shared with you guys in my blog from Anthony on YouTube. I basically supplied, 5 videos that, definitely you need to go back and watch if you haven't already. This file will not make sense to you if you have not watched the videos. They're pretty much anywhere between 3 to 10 minutes in length, just depending on the video. I can't think off the top of my head, what the timing is. But essentially, it'll probably take you anywhere from 40 minutes to an hour to finish those. So definitely dedicate some time during your day to maybe knock out one video, in spurts to get those looked at. Understand where he's coming from with the micronutrients, the macronutrients, your caloric intakes, how to put a deficit in your diet to calculate your weight loss goals, things like that. If you find yourself struggling, definitely get with me. So I just wanted to go over, I have 2 files. One is for a man, and then the other one is for a female. Well, I'm going to focus on the female version, but both files are available. The only difference is this is calculated for a man on the man file with this formula and algorithm, and then this one is calculated on this file. So that's the only difference, because obviously BMRs are different with men, and their metabolism is completely different than us, unfortunately. So let's see, let's say we take we'll take somebody that's maybe 165, maybe they're 66 inches, so 5'6", and let's say they're 31 years old. So all these numbers automatically populate. The only thing you have to do is update what is in red. Once you update this, once you update the height and age, obviously that's not going to change, and your age is only going to change once a year. But then your weight is what you're going to want to do every week. If you're trying to maintain weight, you won't have to do this, but if you're trying to lose weight, you're going to need to do this every week, because if you do not, and you stay with the same caloric intake and the same gram intake every single week, you're going to be at a plateau if you're doing the same workouts and sticking to the same nutrition plan. So you will hit a plateau if you don't go in here and adjust. Okay, well, I lost 3 pounds, I hit my goal this week, now I need to change it to 162. Okay, well, this is my caloric goal intake for this week, and here are my protein, fats, and carbs. Well, you know what? I think I don't need that many carbs. Let me go and adjust. And, you could play around with the numbers. I've set them to where you can actually adjust the percentages based off your macronutrient. The only thing you can't adjust is carbs, because that's just the leftover balance. So what I'm going to walk you through is really how to use this drop-down menu, which is, okay, what is your goal? Do you want to maintain, or do you want to lose, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, or 3 pounds? Remember, a pound of fat is equivalent to 3,500 calories. So you take that for the entire week's time frame, you divide that by 7, and you're going to get your daily deficit or decrease in calories that you need every day to hit your overall weekly goal. This, again, is just an estimate and kind of a starting point for those who are beginners. Obviously, later on, you're probably going to have to adjust. Sometimes the BMR, there's so many different algorithms and, theories of what the best, approach is for BMR calculation. It varies. You can do your own research, maybe find a different, formula, and that's fine. You can update this file, tweak it however you need, but this is just to give you the basic understanding of how I've come up with the information. You can take it and go wherever you want with this file. Hopefully this helps some of you guys that struggle with trying to figure out where to start. Then the second one is, okay, well, what is your activity? Are you not going to be working out? If you're not, then put it on 1.2. I mean, if you have a desk job, something like that, you just don't do a lot of activity, you want to keep it that you're not burning as much weight as somebody who's hitting the gym or working out at home or doing whatever, some type of, high cardio or high intensity workout they're sweating more. So you definitely don't want to say that you're burning that much and then you don't, because that can actually cause you to gain weight, you know, in theory. So say if you're working out, you know, 5 to 6, 7 times a day, you're going to want to put it on whatever the correct activity multiplier would be, which it changes. So if you're not sure what the numbers mean, you can just play around with it, and it'll actually give you an explanation as to which numbers mean what. So I usually just keep these here. I work out, you know, well, actually I work out 5 days a week, depending on what program I'm doing at home. So I am going to do 3 pounds for this week. And let's say these were my numbers up here, which they're not, but just say they were. Now I'm kind of a little on the low side, but you know, if you want to kind of maybe take it down to 2.5 and then maybe just try to hit your ranges in between those, that would probably work best. And then you want to come in here and actually look, okay, so out of the 1,096 calories that it is showing, which I'll probably highlight this so they're all the same. The green is going to be your goals. So I have locked this file. Just FYI, the passcode is flexible. I've locked it so people don't accidentally mess with a formula that's populated for all these to auto-populate. So if you want to unlock the file, the passcode is flexible. And I'll actually include that in my blog. So you'll go in here, and I want to highlight these green real quick. There we go. And there we go. Save that. And now my protein is going to be at 95. You can round up to, so let's say 96, 82, and 42 for fats. I've had a suggestion right here for saturated fats and dietary fiber. However, you can change this if you want. If you can unlock it and just do whatever ratios you want, or you know, calculations, it's fine. This is just for my own you know, my own suggestion that I kind of added throughout my journey. So basically that's it. You know, you guys can play around with that. Maybe you're not a fat lover and you can go without a lot of fat in your day, but maybe you like carbs a lot more. This is a really good way for you guys to be flexible with your diets. And if you want to have a high carb day, then drop down on the fats and enjoy, you know, your carbs. If you want to have a lower carb day and really want to go after your fat intake, then have at it. You know, the only thing that I will definitely recommend with your fats is that you are eating good fats and not bad fats. Some of you guys might not really know the difference. Some of you guys might know the difference. I personally didn't know the difference. I just thought fat was fat. I didn't understand really anything before I got into health and fitness and nutrition, and you know, started going down this journey of coaching and, you know, really, you know, taking on my fitness journey headstrong. So I did my research and, you know, did learn the difference between saturated fats versus unsaturated fats. So at the end of the day, if you just utilize my FitnessPal application to scan in all your food to track your calories, just to get them to add up. You can even adjust. So if your goals in here are like at a 5, 10, 15 counts by 5, say if you make these all even numbers basically, so these would all work, you can actually go in there to my FitnessPal and adjust your goals, so that way when you do scan everything in, your goals that are in green are actually in your My FitnessPal app, and you don't have to come back to this file every single day when you're scanning to be like, oh yeah, what is my gram intake? Now, if you have them on these offset numbers like 11, 1, 2, 3, or 4, basically, it's not going to let you because it has to be by 5. But other than that, you know, that's pretty much it for the My FitnessPal app. But when you go look at it, you can look at the overall total, and on that total, it will actually have everything on the back of the nutrient facts label. So when you're looking at your fats, you'll see 4, and there's going to be polyunsaturated, and monounsaturated, and those are the good fats that you want to focus on. Trans fats you don't even want in your diet, so keep those at 0. And then your saturated fats is what you want, you know, to limit. That's going to be in your dairy and your cheeses and stuff like that. So if you want to enjoy those fats, go ahead and enjoy them, but limit yourself to a percentage, you know, of how much fat you're consuming. So that's really all this is doing, is taking a percentage of that and giving you a total to just kind of base it off of. As far as your carbs, I don't do any suggestion with carbs, mainly because obviously I'm not a nutritionist. I know some people are diabetic. So people have to focus on different nutrients versus what maybe somebody else would have to focus on. Now, me personally, I know the difference between sugars, dietary, fiber, and starches. So if you haven't taken the time to research the difference between the three, I do have another blog that actually goes over the back of a nutrient facts label. So you definitely want to check that out. I think that pretty much covers everything, guys. If you do decide to go with the body fat caliper, it's the same concept. The only difference is you wouldn't be able to adjust this stuff. If you do decide you want to adjust anything at all, like maybe a percentage, you can actually come in here if you unlock the tab and update these. But it's going to adjust as you do your body fat percent. So that's what this is triggering. So you're going to want to do this to change all of this. But that's it, guys. So have fun with the files. If you have any questions, you can email me, shoot me a message on Facebook, reach out to me, and just, ask me any questions you may have. If the file doesn't work for some reason, definitely reach out, and I do have copies. So I look forward to talking to you guys soon. Hopefully this helped. All right. Bye-bye.